Hello and good afternoon to all the good viewers of this program. Today we're going to talk about a specific terrorist and we're going to expose him for all of you. Allow me to share this link to our Telegram page so that anybody who wants to view this program with us can view it now and also have a chance of seeing it later on and join us. Today, we're going to talk about a specific terrorist who goes by the name of Hassan Al Qadri. Hassan Al Qadri lives in the United Kingdom. More specifically, he lives in England. Okay. He lives in the city of London and he likes to go to places like Hyde Park, Bonsburg, Queen's Park. Okay, you can find him in those areas. He likes to go and commit his terrorist acts in those areas. He hates the West. Ladies and gentlemen, he hates the West, but he lives in the West. Let's listen together to what he says, and we're going to break it down bit by bit, and we are going to look at exactly what it is that he's doing, what is he saying, how does he operate for the Islamic Republic of Iran, and we will go from there on to what we need to do. So allow me to share my screen with you so that we can go from there on to exactly what it is that this guy's done. Give me 1 second to bring that up for you. Give me 1 second here. Why did it not bring it up? That's not what we wanted. Okay, we got it. It took it a little bit. I'm not sure why Zoom created this little problem. You should be able to see it and we hear it.
Matter if you're a Shirazi. It doesn't matter if you're a Sistani or a follower of Wilayat al-Faqih or any of the Maraja of Qom or Najaf or Karbala.
It doesn't matter if you're a Shirazi or you're Sistani or you're Ali Khamenei or any of the other Maraja. You see what the Maraja means for you English-speaking people. These Muslims, they like to, these terrorists, because every Muslim either has to agree with the terrorists or the Quran clearly says you are amongst the infidel and not one of us, and that means that you've become a apostate, and as an apostate, the order for the other Muslims is to kill you. Which means, in other words, such thing as a moderate Muslim. They lie to you when they say that. They use taqiyya. They say, I'm moderate. But as soon as their numbers start to increase, these type of Muslims come along, and those so-called moderates follow these ones and become radicalized just like these ones. So there is no moderate one. There is no non-terrorist Muslim. At the end of the day, they either have to become a terrorist or they have to leave the religion. If they really leave the religion, either they have to constantly, for the rest of their life, fight this religion because it's going to come for them at some point in time, or these people will become successful in killing that apostate who left the religion. There is no other way of putting it. We're not sugarcoating in this channel. We tell you straight the way it is. So he's telling you maraja. You in the English-speaking world will think to yourself, what is a maraja? It's not an English word. This guy's speaking English, but he used a word called maraja. What is maraja? Maraja is like a pope, except for the Catholics, you have one pope. Maraja, there are plenty. There are so many, and they keep popping out left, right, and center. And he's talking about them. He mentioned a few of them for you. Interestingly enough, he mentions Khamenei, who doesn't have the qualifications, according to the Shia sect of Islam, to be a Maraja. Because in order to become a Maraja, first you have to reach a level that they call Hujjatul Islam. That is like when you become a regular mullah, a regular imam, and then you have to go to the level of Ayatollah, which means you have to study a little bit more of their garbage, because they don't do any real extensive studies. It's all garbage studies. Then you have to raise from that level, picked amongst others who are called al-Udama, which means grand Ayatollahs. They sit around in a circle, and then they choose if you have the knowledge to be at their level. He never had that knowledge. He never had that picking. Therefore, they had to change the constitution in the Islamic Republic of Iran to allow a marja to let someone who's at a Hujjatul Islam level, not even a real Ayatollah, be placed in a position of a supreme leader. Hence, this stupid, bottom-feeding, gay pedophile who likes to sleep with little boys between the ages of 6 and 9, this cockroach known as Ali Khamenei, who this terrorist right now referred to as a marja for him, a pope for him. So he believes in following a pedophile gay who likes to sleep with little boys. This is not an attack on gay people. There is an attack on someone who's a pedophile, specifically going after the act that identifies him as a gay. He likes his own sect, but he likes them as little boys. He doesn't like adult and over men. No, Cockroach Ali Khamenei likes little boys. So he's gay, but he likes to do pedophilia with his sexual gay act. And this guy right here, this terrorist, that loves that guy as his marja. So in London, England, when you find this guy and you live in London, England, know that this guy is a pedophile because he loves to follow the pedophile. So watch out for your little boys in London. If you care about your little boys, go and see this guy and teach him something. Because this guy right here is going to go after your little boys. So if you want to save your little boys from this guy right here, you can do something about it. You can pay him a little visit. Okay? Now, let's see what else he says.
Every Shi'i. Let me repeat it one more time. Every Shi'i
Are we connected at the moment? Let me raise this volume a bit. Share this link to our internet shows connected. Everything shows connected. This is not the internet problem. This is a Zoom problem. Of course, China would get involved in this. Hello and good afternoon to all the good viewers of this program. Today we're going to talk about a specific at least it's showing that it's working. So let's take that volume down and we will bring back the picture of this guy. It looks like everything is working again. My apologies to you, the viewer. It had a pop-up from Zoom that it's trying to connect. However, from the internet, everything was connected, everything showing that it's working. So this cockroach lives underground. He's lived underground for years, and he has a compound underneath his basement mosque that goes down close to about 300 feet. And he lives over there and hides over there. He hid over there during the 12-day war. He's hiding there now. He's been hiding there for the last close to 40 years that he's been a supreme cockroach leader. He's too afraid to come out and actually walk in his own house, which is a gigantic palace. It's taken over 2 whole neighborhoods. So this guy is saying all Shia Muslims must follow this cockroach gay pedophile, which means if you're living anywhere on this planet and you see someone who is a Shia Muslim, now you know that that Shia Muslim is a pedophile. If not, they are a pedophile supporter. Hence, watch out for your children, because your children are at risk of that pedophile and pedophile follower. If you want to protect your children, you better identify these people and let the authorities know you have a terrorist pedophile within your neighborhood, at your workplace, and other such places, so that they can be monitored, so that you can save your children. Because I can guarantee you, if this guy is a pedophile, which he is, it's documented in Iran. His family members are a pedophile. Those who follow him, like this terrorist Hassan Al Qadri, who's ordering people that they must stand with him, that means they will order them to also do what he does, which means they will come for your children. That means in England, France, Germany, America, Canada, Australia, wherever they are, they will come for your children. So you have a responsibility as a parent now. Your responsibility is to identify them, monitor them, report them to the authorities. That means you report them to your police, you report them to your MI6, you report them to FBI, you report them to CIA, you report them to wherever you can find. You report them to Elon Musk so that they can be kicked off of X. You report them, you report them, you report them. Wherever you find their posts, you report that post, because they are spreading harm. Their harm is throughout the country they live in, and other countries too. We will see that right now.
If there is a regime change, it will be run by a Zionist puppet and an American puppet.
If there is a regime change, the 90+ million people in Iran are saying, we want our king. They say Javid Shah, means long live the king. They say, in آخرین نبرد پهلوی برمیگرده, which means this is the final battle. Pahlavi will return. They say, ایران که شاه نداره حساب کتاب نداره, which means an Iran without a king has no balance and checks. The checks and balances are not there. The people in Iran say, مرگ بر خامنه‌ای, which means death to Khamenei. The people in Iran say, دروغ میگن, دشمن ما آمریکاست, دشمن ما همینجاست, which means they lie to us when they say America is our enemy. Our enemy is right here in Iran. You're a Lebanese from south of Lebanon. You think we don't know you, Hassan Al Qadri? I'm closer to you, Hassan Al Qadri, than your own jugular vein. Don't mess with Dr. Alireza Mossavat. I know every single one of you, and I will pull you out of whichever hole you want to hide in. This earth is not big enough for you to run from me. You're on notice right now. And I will go with you tooth and nail wherever you want to go. I'll find you. I'll grab you by your tail like a little mouse. Watch what you say about the Iranian people. Your days of taking Iranians as slaves, you Arabs coming to Iran, sleeping with Iranian women for $1 American a night, and then making a post and putting that out on social media and saying that Iran is a great place for prostitution because the Islamic Republic of Iran runs it and forces the Iranians to be so poor that you Arabs have to come over there in the name of going to visit your haram of Imam Rada and then come there to sleep with women. Those days are finally over. We are not giving you jizya. You do not get bribes from us because you think you're an Arab and you're a superior race. Just because Cockroach Khamenei is an Arab, just because 350 family members of the regime are Arabs and they run this whole entire regime, doesn't mean we have to stay bowed down to a bunch of racist, no good, terrorist, Zionist Arabs like you. Those days are done. The Iranian people have had enough. They're standing up. They're taking their country back. By the way, you don't like the kingdom of Iran? What the fuck are you doing in England? Don't you know that's a kingdom? It's under a monarchy. Don't you know that King Charles is a great friend of the Israelis and the Americans? So does that mean you live in a puppet state? Why don't you get the shit out of that place? It's a puppet state, according to you. So get out. Get the fuck out of England. Go back to your Lebanon. Why are you not in Iran to support your Ali Khamenei, the cockroach? Huh? You said you want every Shia around the world, all of them, to stand up and be behind this guy. You put your money where your mouth is. Show by action. You go over there right now and you go defend him. But you don't do that, do you? Because you shit your pants and you sit back and you hide under your little rock in England. And then you go out to talk to white English people, black English people, people who've never met a Muslim before. And then you spew a lot of lies. Oh yeah, we have the same God. Is your God a spirit? No. Does your God turn himself into a triune God? No. What is your God? Do you even know? Can you tell me as an Arab what Allah means? Allah. You don't know, do you? You think you know stuff. This guy is part of a terrorist organization that calls themselves Scholars Soldiers. What do they fight for? They fight for the wilaya. And you will think, well, what is wilaya? Wilaya is a code for Shia Muslims when they want to say, we are defending Ali Khamenei, the cockroach. That means he is a personal terrorist who goes out on a daily basis to fight for Ali Khamenei to stay in power so Ali Khamenei can destroy Iran so that billions of dollars can keep going to Arab places such as Lebanon, Iraq, Yemen, Syria. Of course, let's not forget, there is no Palestine, but there is a ton of terrorist organizations there, as the Islamic State of Palestine, Hamas, right? The list goes on and on. Sit down, quiet down. The list goes on and on. There's over 20 different terrorist organizations just in Iraq. Mahdi Brigade, Khatem al-Hezbollah, Hashd al-Shabi, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Mahmoud Abbas, who the Hamas people hate in Palestine, supposedly, also gets money from the Islamic Republic of Iran. And he's got his own terrorist organization. The West Bank and Gaza hate each other. Supposedly, they both call themselves Palestinians. Does this terrorist ever talk about them? No. But there's a money laundering system here. How does this terrorist get his money laundering? He goes to Karbala. He loves to go to Karbala in Iraq. And when he goes there, the Islamic regime is there too. That's how he gets his money, through them, allegedly. So this guy is working for the Islamic Republic of Iran. He is not an Iranian. He lives in London. He's from south of Lebanon. He claims to be a Shia. But you know, the Arabs, their family members are all tribal. So if we look at the Al Qadri, the family that this monkey terrorist comes from, we find out that majority of his family members are Sunni Sufis. So here we got an imposter. When the money dries up, this guy will no longer be a Shia. He will wash his hands and be a Sunni. If the Sunnis tomorrow come and go to Hyde Park or Queen's Park or Bronzebury, and they find this guy and they corner him, oh, he'll switch on a dime. He won't be Shia no more. He'll be Sunni. He'll become a Sufi once again. Wishy-washies, two-faced people, terrorists. Watch out for these people in your countries. If you're in London and you're an Iranian, it's your duty to put a stop to this guy in whatever way you feel best, as long as you do it in the right way. You need to put a stop to this guy. When he shows up, you bring 100 people. You bring dogs with you. You go to Hyde Park. When he starts to open his mouth, you all start chanting. You start chanting hard, and your dogs will start barking hard. He will run. You put him on the run. You make sure you make his life as miserable as he's making yours. He's sending rhetoric like what he's doing now. Kill Iranians in Iran. He's got the blood of Iranians on his hand. You need to put a stop to him. You owe your people that much in England. If you're an Iranian, you live in England, you're in London, you're in a city near London, it's your duty to make sure his life is a living hell. It's your duty to make sure that the government continuously goes after him. It's your duty to push for your politicians to put a stop to these people and to kick them out, revoke their citizenships and kick them out. If you have weak politicians, vote them out. Bring in strong politicians who love England. This guy attacks Tony Robertson. Get his party to join you and stand in front of this guy every single time he goes to those parks. It's your duty. You have a right to show up at that park, just like he does. And it's your right to rebuttal him by chanting against him. Don't let these people be free. Don't let these people think that they can do whatever they want. Those days are done. You have the power to stop them. If you understand English and you hear what I'm telling you and you love your country, you need to stand in front of these guys. Let's continue with the rest of the garbage he's going to tell you.
Qom will no longer be Qom. Mashhad will no longer be Mashhad. Tehran will no longer be Tehran. Be careful.
Qom will no longer be Qom. Mashhad will no longer be Mashhad. Tehran will no longer be Tehran. At least get the right names. It's Tehran, not Tehran. We are not Arabs like you. It's Tehran. Get the name right, you stupid idiot. By the way, Qom is no longer Qom for the last 46 years. Qom has been turned into a prostitution brothel. Stop it. Leave the cat alone. Come here. Come here, Lala. Qom is no longer Qom. It's a brothel now. Mashhad, who you can't even pronounce properly, is a brothel now. Tehran has been turned into a brothel now. But I have some good news for you in the West. Something your news media will never tell you. Because you see, the news media in the West, majority of them, no, they're not controlled by the Jew. They're controlled by George Soros and his globalist friends who keep throwing a lifeline for Ali Cockroach Khamenei. Those who want a World War III, who want a new map in the Middle East, and want to take the current countries in the Middle East and split them into 20 new countries to add to whatever is there now. And they want 10 new countries out of Iran. Those people are the ones that are supporting the news agencies, this legacy media, and they will never tell you the truth. You know what the people of Iran have done? Listen very carefully, you stupid terrorist Hassan Al Qadri. In Tehran alone, so far we've destroyed over 25 mosques, burnt to the ground. They no longer exist. The people in Iran did that. Not a government from Israel, not a government from America, not a puppet that came in or went out. You stupid terrorist. This was done by the hands of the people who live in Tehran, who are born in Tehran, who are in Tehran, who don't want this regime. In the city of Rasht, we've destroyed every single mosque. You don't have a mosque left in the city of Rasht. In Qom, we are going to do the exact same thing. People have already started it. In Mashhad, we're doing the exact same thing. That fake imam, you have the 8th imam, Ali al-Rada, in Mashhad, we're going to take his body out if it even exists. We're going to burn the bones into ashes. And then we're going to give it as a gift to the Indians in India so they can throw it in the Ganges River. And then we're going to make a toilet at his gravesite. We will do the same thing to Masumay and Qom. We will do the same thing to your Khomeini. We are going to make toilets out of all of your graves. Public toilets. So people can come while they travel around and they can take a big dump on all of your so-called pedophile leaders, because every single one of them is a pedophile. There is no such thing as a marja, an ayatollah, a hujjatul Islam who's not a pedophile. Every single one of you is a pedophile. Your Quran orders them to be a pedophile. You people love to marry girls at the age of 4, 6. So don't come with us with your bullshit. We know all your dirty laundry. We can pull it all out. I can tell you things about you that you think are private. And if you continue it, I will. Don't think that, oh, you're in England on another continent, I can't find you. I'm closer to you than your jugular vein. Remember that. I've got all your dirty laundry. I know everything about you. All I got to do is push my thumb down on you, and that's it for you. You won't even be able to breathe from the force of my thumb. Continue with what he had. Let's see what he says.
In what you put out there, we should be fighting this fight on social media to make sure that the people know that majority that are doing the riots are Islamophobes.
He wants to bring the war to social media because he's too chicken shit to go over there and defend his cockroach Ali Khamenei. You see, this is how these Shias are and how these Muslims are. When their population is low, they run, they hide, they start to cry. Oh, let's go to social media. Let's try to fool some non-Muslim to think that there is something going on. You're stupid terrorists. The people that are kicking out this guy are the citizens of Iran. These are the people that reject your Islam. They don't want your Islam in their country. The fastest growing religion in Iran today is Christianity. Christianity is growing faster in Iran than it is on any other country in this planet. And that is the true God, the triune God. Your God turned himself into a bush, a flaming bush, to talk to Moses in the Quran. And then you want to complain about how can God turn himself into human. But then your Quran says that God created humans in his own image. I guess he looks like one of us. If we are in his image, he created us in his image. You moronic terrorist. Of course, as a Muslim, the number one badge, you know, like when you go to the military, you get badges. The number one badge you get as a Muslim is that you have to be dumb, like your brain cannot work. Hence, they read, but they don't understand. And he has no excuse. He's from South Lebanon. He should speak Arabic. So he should understand what he reads. But of course, as you can see, retards don't understand. That's the second badge you get, you know? If you think you're well learned in Islam, you become a retard. Because you put yourself in that category. So he wants to fight on social media. Challenge accepted. Anyone who hears my voice in English, Muslim or not Muslim, it's your duty to take that war to social media. Where you find this post, in whatever site, you report it. You make sure that they understand that they're going to get kicked off of any site they're on. You report it for inciting violence, misleading, spamming, which he does. He qualifies under all of them. He's a terrorist, supporting a terrorist regime that's committing genocide on the people of Iran for the last 46 years, committing treason on the country of Iran by giving everything away. They gave the Persian Gulf to the Chinese so that they can come and vacuum the fish from the bottom of the ground. They gave the Caspian Sea to the Russians. We had 50% ownership of the Caspian Sea. Today we have 11% because they give it all to the Russians. So Russia can put an army base there. So Russia can grow its terrorization. They want to give the rest of our ports to China. And at the same time, they keep popping out one terrorist organization after another. So, you want to fight this guy? He wants to take the fight on social media. We will take the fight with him on social media. Anywhere you find his posts, anywhere you find his followers, you ban them, you report them, and you answer them. You call them terrorists. You make sure that they understand that all the people in this world are united against them. You call them out on what they are. You block them off. You kick them off of their social media sites and you report it to the authorities. Continue. Let's see what he wants to say.
Haters of Islam. They can't live with themselves that they are governed.
Haters of Islam. Ladies and gentlemen of the English-speaking world, in the Quran, it says the Ahl al-Kitab, which is the follower of the books, are the worst of all creatures. The worst. Meaning the ant, cockroach, everything's better than you. It says you are najis, which means spiritually uncleanable. That means no matter how much soap, bleach, whatever you want to use to clean yourself with, you will not be clean. This is a religion where they say you cannot enter their holy cities of Mecca, Medina, Najaf, and the rest. It's a no-go zone if you're not a Muslim. This is a religion where they name their country Pakistan, which means Pak means clean, and Stan means province. So it means clean province. Why? Because the other side was Hindu, and the Hindu are najis, and these are the clean ones. So they have a hatred for you. And they turn around and have the audacity to say that you are the Islamophobe. No. It's you who has a phobia of everybody else. You are the one that says all non-Muslims are in the same category as the pig, the dog, and literal shit, according to your Quran. You are the one who puts women in that category and then says that women are not humans. They are an animal similar to donkeys and goats and sheep, but just made to look like our image so that when we enter them, we don't get frightened. That is your religion. And by the way, the people of Iran, the citizens of Iran, the people that are currently living in Iran, they all rejected your religion. They don't want your Shia Islam. Your Shia Islam is finished. The only people that were really Shia were the Iranians. With them gone, there goes your population. There goes your 90 million. What? You have like 20 million somewhere in Pakistan, and maybe you have 10 million in Iraq, and maybe you have like a few 100,000 in Bahrain, and maybe you have another 100,000 in Saudi, and then maybe you have what, 1 million or 2 in Lebanon. Watch when the Islamic Republic of Iran falls, half of those people will leave their Shia faith overnight and turn Sunni. Your Shia Islam is finished. You don't have anybody. The only people you have are you, the ones that get paid. And once that money dries because there is no more Islamic Republic of Iran, you're off of everybody's head. So if you want to answer this guy, answer him. He declared war on you on social media. Answer him back. Show him what Islamophobia really is like. Kick him out of your country. Let's see what else this garbage terrorist wants to tell you, world.
By an Islamic government. Every Shia should stand with the Islamic Republic of Iran.
Every Shia should stand with the Islamic Republic of Iran, who bends over backwards to give it up to the atheist country of Russia and China, and bends down, gets on its knees to suck every Arab state in the neighborhood and gives it up to the South American communist regimes, and decides to kill Iranians left, right, and center, deplete Iran's water, and send it over to Kuwait so that in Kuwait they can water grass over desert. The retards in Kuwait don't understand that desert doesn't have the soil needed to grow grass. That happens in Kuwait. That happens in Iraq. That happens in UAE. Cut down Iranian mountains so that the UAE can use those to build a Palm Island and claim that the Persian Gulf is an Arab Gulf. Looks like your Islamic government believes in everybody else first and the Iranians last. But it happens to be in Iran. This Islamic government of yours is not in Lebanon. It's not in Qatar. It's not in Oman. It's not in Iraq. It's not in Syria. It's not in Jordan. It's not in Saudi. It's not in Egypt. It's not in Morocco. It's not in Libya. It's not in any of your Muslim countries except for Iran. So, retarded terrorists, why do you expect the Iranians to pay a price so that you can benefit in England? You're living and sucking off of Iranian money like a leech to live your life in England, yeah? In West, yeah? You want to be over there, yeah? So you can go around and have sex and do whatever you want to do in England, yeah? Drink your beers and your alcohols and pound them down when no one's looking, yeah? Be in the pubs, yeah? That's what you want to do, yeah? And then you get in front of a microphone and you want to be holier than thou. I'm going to protect the Vilayat. The Vilayat. You want to protect the Vilayat? You call yourself a soldier? Go to Iran right now. But your shit ass is just shitting itself. So you can't go, can you? And that's the end of what he said. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, if you like our programs, subscribe, hit the like button, write some comments underneath, and we will greatly appreciate that because that will make the algorithm spread this. As it is, YouTube likes to shadow ban me. I haven't even reached 1,000 members for them to review to see if we can fit the monetary wise and all that stuff so that they can start this business. But they've already shadow banned me. I've been shadow banned from the day I started my YouTube channel. I've been shadow banned from the years prior to my YouTube channel when I was on other channels as a guest speaker. All of my programs in other channels get mysteriously deleted by YouTube. YouTube knows that I break their red lines because for me, their red lines don't matter. For me, the truth getting out there is what matters. For me, opening everybody's eyes to the truth is what matters. For me, exposing these terrorists is what matters. The people in Iran, they don't have electricity, they don't have water, and now they don't have internet, and they don't have phone service. The MO of the Islamic Republic of Iran is we cut off the internet, we shut down the phone lines, and then we bring out military grade weapons. You see, they tell you RIGC and the police, they're changing their uniform. There are branches to these people. Right now, they've brought out the IRGC Al Quds unit. The Al Quds unit comes out only in time of war, when they have to go and reclaim a territory that they've lost to a foreign country. They bring out what is a dushka, which is a big, giant machine gun that you have to see. People think that AR-15s are machine guns. They're not. This is an actual machine gun. You mount it on the back of a truck, and it takes the whole entire flatbed of that truck. And someone stands back there, and when you shoot, you shake, because when you're shooting, you go like this. Boom, 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 boom. Each one of the bullets is this big and bigger. These bullets, when they come out, they hit everybody. And there's hundreds of bullets on it. It just goes boom, 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 boom. And when they can't use that, they bring out tanks. So people can't show that. That's why they cut off the internet. If you find you have somebody in the West who you think is saying rhetorics that are against these people, if they're talking against these people, if they tweet against these people, but then you see them slowing down the pace, coming up with excuses, watering it down, you have to text that person, tweet that person, so that they can understand you don't fall for their lies. People in Iran are not dying because of being massacred under a stampede. Anyone who sends you a tweet, goes on Sean Hannity, is a president of a country, and tells you people in Iran are dying because of stampede, is full of shit. I've told you people before, my followers know it very well. You can be my best friend. You can be my blood relative. You can be a person I really, really love. If you're out of line, you're out of line, and I have no problem saying it. And when you're in line, I have no problem saying it as well. Donald J. Trump, Mr. President, the people of Iran love you. They've named countless amounts of streets after you. Names such as President Trump, Donald Trump, Trump, and so on and so on and so on. They've even come out in the English language and have asked you for help. You promise to help them, but then you go on Sean Hannity and you say, the Ayatollah's not killing anybody. Your favorite bottom-feeding gay pedophile, cockroach Ali Khamenei, is killing people. He's brought out a brigade using military weapons. According to the Islamic Republic of Iran, they've killed over 200 people. But when they say 200, you have to multiply that by 10 because they downplay it. When they say they've arrested 2,600, you have to multiply that by 10 because they downplay it. Just like the world saw that when the Israelis were defending themselves going into Gaza, the Hamas blew up the numbers much bigger than they were, astronomically. This is a tactic that they use. Don't fall for it. Right now, over 1,000 people have been killed. In the last 2 nights, the Islamic Republic of Iran went from 50 to 200, according to their own mouth. The numbers are climbing. You said that if you kill the Iranian people, we are locked and loaded. We will hit you hard. We will hit you the way you don't want to be hit. We are ready to help. Where is your help? Where is your action behind your words? Now on Fox News, The members of your government come out and say, well, we have to think about it. We don't know exactly what to do. We have to make the right move. Let me make it simple for you. I got the answer for you. You don't need to order pizzas and sit and think about it. Well, another 10, 20,000 people die. I'll fix it for you. You say you are a president of peace. You want to save lives. Well, here's how you save those lives. Two things you do. Number one, you target the top officials of the Islamic Republic of Iran, starting with cockroach Ali Khamenei. If you're going to say, well, we don't know where he's hiding, you hit all the places that you think he's hiding, and by default, you'll get him. He's got palaces throughout the country. You hit them all. You use your B-2 bombers so that they can penetrate into his compound. You take him out. And by default, you'll take out not just him, his family members too. So Mujtaba Khamenei, the other cockroach, his son, who he plans on putting and implementing in his place, which he's already said multiple times. Lala, come here. That he has said multiple times. You take him out too. The government of Iran will then become disabled because they don't know who to put in position of power. You take out every single person in position of power throughout the IRGC. You take out the Maraja that are in Iran. You know their homes. You take them all out. That will invoke the rest of them who you haven't taken out to leave, to flee, without anyone there to give an order. The foot soldiers on the ground, the IRGC Al-Quds unit, cannot harm the Iranians because they have no one to give them orders, which means they will lay down their weapons. You don't need to beg the Iranian army, the Artish, to come in because there won't be anyone there to tell them whether they should attack the people or not. They will become neutral. They will be taken out of this war. It's simple. Number two, you attack all the military spots that belong to the IRGC as a whole, the Al-Quds unit and the rest. You hit all their bases. You have satellites, don't you? For years and years, you told us about a Cold War where you can see what the Russians are doing, what they're building. You hide your stuff in Area 51 and other places because you don't want people to look at your latest technology. Iran is not that sophisticated. You can watch and see everything they got. It was proven in a 12-day war between Iran and Israel. They came and bombed all their F-4s. Took them all out. You're telling me that the United States doesn't have that kind of technology? You can get it loaned to you by the Israelis. They have it. Benjamin Netanyahu, you guys send out a clip saying this war will only take 18 days, so many hours, so many seconds, so many this, so many that. We are behind you, the people of Iran. You rise, we will be there. Where are you? No, I don't buy it that, well, we were giving some satellites, some receivers, Starlinks to people. Bullshit. People had that during the Masa Amini time. It's now time for action. You say you got people on the ground? Target these people. Take them out. Let's end this war. Let's reclaim Iran properly. A free Iran is good for not just Iran, but also for the Middle East and the rest of the world. There won't be any more bombings of Argentina's Jewish areas like this regime has already done. There won't be any more of U.S. troops killed in Lebanon like this regime already did. There won't be any more terrorist organizations spreading out throughout South Asia and the Middle East like this regime has already done. You won't have to worry about China and Russia taking Iranian oil for next to nothing, North Korea taking it for next to nothing, and building their bombs and being able to throw their weight around and threaten other countries around them and compete with America. That will all be erased. A strong Iran means a strong West. And by the way, for that terrorist Hassan Al Qadri, there is no puppet coming to Iran. The king of Iran is returning to Iran. He will hold free elections. Anyone who wants to run from Iran, as long as you're a citizen of Iran, you will have that chance. You will be able to go in front of the television. You will be able to go on social media. You will be able to talk to 90 million plus Iranians, and you will be able to tell them why you want to run and what you want. Do we want a republic? Do we want a kingdom? Do we want a kingdom with a democratic elected party? Do we want totalitarian? Whatever we want. We'll even let the Islamics have a little section too. And the people can vote. And the one that will win is what takes over Iran. It'll be the unanimous vote of the people of Iran, not some foreign party. But we will be kicking out puppets like you who have destroyed Iran. So with that said, people, I say goodbye to you. I leave you in Jesus' hands until our next program. God bless all of you in Jesus' name. Ameen. Don't forget to like our program, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, share it so everybody else can hear it, and let's put an end to these terrorists in your